Zhylaw here. Today I'm going to do a little review video, nice and quick, talking to you guys about the World of Warcraft Ultimate Visual Guide. I have just recently purchased it. I've read the whole thing in little bits and pieces while I'm sitting on the crapper. Might not want to read it on the crapper, but you could. This is the World of Warcraft Ultimate Visual Guide. Now, as you guys know, I'm a big lore nerd. I was worried when I purchased it that it was just going to be art, or it was going to be full of information that was outdated or way too general, because, you know, I already know most of the lore. And I'm not looking for an art book. There are plenty of art books. The World of Warcraft Visual Guide is actually a World of Warcraft encyclopedia about not just it's not just about World of Warcraft. It's about Warcraft, Warcraft 2, Warcraft 3, and World of Warcraft. The history of the Warcraft universe. I'll show you guys a few pages. Can't show you the whole book because that wouldn't be cool on my part. Okay. It's an amazing, amazing book. It has lots of awesome art, but it really is an encyclopedia. It has a timeline of the entire Warcraft universe. It has information on the different capital cities. It has information on the ruling bodies and the important characters. The old gods. Let me try and find a page that actually has information. I want to show you. Look, look. Okay, look, here's Sargeras. As you could see, it's not just art. It has a shit ton of information on a variety of characters and stuff in the universe. Look, here's another good example. So under Orcs, it has a page of all the famous lore characters that were Orcs. So it's I read it, okay? And I'm telling you, as somebody who's really into the lore, it's not just an art book. It's an encyclopedia full of art. It's a difference, which is why I bought it. It has a comprehensive timeline of events in the Warcraft universe, which is cool because we never really got like a Blizzard authorized timeline. Also, what's really cool is a lot of characters in the lore that have supposedly died, but we'd be like, are they really dead? We don't know. This book tells you who's really dead or not. I mean, some characters will say unknown, but unknown really means they're not dead. And then some characters, it says deceased, so you know they're actually dead, which is really cool. Like, it says Illidan, deceased, so you know Illidan's actually fucking dead. And that's really cool. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Ooh, look, here's a cool picture. This talks about the Burning Legion. Look at that. It's the Burning Legion. It talks about the different types of demons in the Burning Legion. So, it has the history of the Warcraft universe, all the different races, heroes of the races, the big bad villains and their backstory, if they're alive, if they're dead. It talks about the different capital cities and the backstory on those. It has events from pretty much the beginning of time all the way to like halfway through Mists of Pandaria, MoP. It doesn't have the end of MoP. It came out before the end, but it does have stuff that happened in MoP. Like, it talks about the mana bomb. It talks about how Ronan died. And it talks about how Jaina took over the Kirin Tor. So it does have some current eventish stuff. But you're not going to buy this for current events, because, you know, Warlords of Draenor is coming out, and then obviously it's not going to be up to date. You're buying this for history. You want to know the history of the Warcraft universe, and that this has. Now, it doesn't have the, like it talks about the Titans and how Sargeras got turned, but it doesn't go too much detail there. But from there on, it really talks about all the stuff in Warcraft. Now, it doesn't go into super duper specifics, which you don't expect an encyclopedia to do. You know, it talks in general, because otherwise this book would be 10,000 pages, and it would be beyond the scope of a general encyclopedia. But even if you're familiar with the lore, there is some information here that you probably don't know. Also, it's great as like a refresher of information. But honestly, the coolest things that I found about this book was Blizzard confirming who's alive and who's dead, and who's unknown. Like, a lot of people like Sargeras is dead. And I'm like, no, he's not. That wasn't Sargeras that Agwyn killed. It was his avatar. He went in Medivh and... Okay, I'm confusing you guys. But when you go into Sargeras and it's like, unknown. And unknown means alive. Or like, kill Jaden. He's not dead. It says, it says alive. It doesn't even say unknown. It says alive. So that's cool. Like, for example, let me show you one page for... Where is it? I'll show you what I'm talking about with the alive or dead thing, which is cool. It even has like information on the different types of magic in the Warcraft universe, and the effects of the different type of magic on the caster. Like, really cool information. It has a page on like all the legendary weapons and all this cool stuff. Like right here, here's an example. Kill Jaden's page. It says right there under status, living. So you know who's alive and who's dead, which is really cool. At least who's alive and who's dead at the time of this. I'm not going to go over everybody because, again, then what's the point of the book? But it's really cool. So the information also, I was looking for like errors. I'm like, I'm going to find an error. I'm going to be like the red shirt guy. But I didn't actually see any errors. Aside from the fact that they don't talk about the retcons. Like, the big Draenei retcon. It doesn't talk about that. It just gives you the new retcon history. But why would they talk about a change they made? I understand that. You just got to understand that the retcon lore is the new official lore, and they always have the new official lore. They're not going to talk about the stuff that they changed. It pretends that it was always like that. But it's okay. So yes, if you are looking for a general encyclopedia of information and history on Warcraft, along with lots of cool art, or if you're a complete noob to the Warcraft universe and you want to know what it was and what it is without reading 20 books and ridiculous amounts of web pages and whatnot, that's the book for you. So I was pleasantly surprised. It has lots of information. Nothing I could see is incorrect, aside from the fact that they don't talk about the retcons, and it's actually pretty thorough. So if you are interested, I would check it out. Feel free. I mean, you could get it anywhere if you are interested. I personally purchased it on Amazon. It's like $30 MSRVP. I got it on Amazon for $20, which is a very respectable price. If you could find it cheaper, go for it. But I give it 2 thumbs up. Well, 2 thumbs up and stuff. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the World of Warcraft Ultimate Visual Guide. Because and once again, I did not purchase it as an art book. I'm not a huge art book fan. I wanted information, and I got it. I know it says visual guide, but really it's like the encyclopedia of the Warcraft universe. And I'm not a huge buyer of nerd related stuff. Like I don't collect like statues and figurines, but this was actually a cool purchase. I don't regret, because it's just really great to read. I'm learning things. Even as a super nerd, I'm learning things because I kind of missed out on all the Cataclysm stuff, which this goes into plenty of detail on, and I learned a few things, which I'm not going to mention again. Poor Magni, but, Oh, and just as a little bonus, talking about nerdy stuff, I got some World of Warcraft cups, which has nothing to do with the Ultimate Visual Guide, but I'm just going to show it to you. These were like $2 each when they first came out, but now they don't sell them or make them anymore. So you gotta get on like eBay or some shit, which sucks. The problem with these cups, there's 4 of them. The problem with these cups is they're so cool, I don't know if I want to use them to drink out of, or if I'm gonna, just have them for show. But these are pretty cool cups. I got it fairly cheap. Considering that you can't really buy them new anymore. because I already have some Warcraft mugs, and I was like, I'm gonna get some Warcraft plastic cups for drinking, so I can drink, and people would be like, cool cups. But then I'm like, wow, these cups are actually so cool. I don't know if I even want to use them. So yeah, those are my Warcraft cups. All right, thanks for watching. That was my review of the World of Warcraft Ultimate Visual Guide. Hopefully you found it somewhat illuminating. Stay awesome.